Okay, we're back with our problem, and the first thing you always want to check is to see if this is in descending order and if it has all the terms represented. What I mean by that, you can see clearly, oops, this is supposed to be 5x to the 4th, my bad. And so what you can clearly see now that I made it right is that we're missing x cubed. And so we're going to want to write this differently. We want to put in a 0, x to the 3rd minus 10x squared plus 3x minus 1. So we're going to want to have all the terms represented even if it's not there. Just put a 0 coefficient, that's the same thing as 0. So that'll make it a little bit easier for you. So the first thing we want to do, as we did with this one over here, is we want to say x squared goes into 5x to the 4th how many times? Now there are 3 terms here, so I'm going to start over here. Do you notice with 13 I didn't put the 1 over the 1 because I had to use the 15? Well, you're going to have to use 3 terms here, so I'm going to put my first number here. So x squared plus 2x minus 3 into these 3 terms. We really only have to worry about the first term. X squared goes into 5x to the 4th how many times? Well, 5x squared, because x squared times 5x squared equals 5x to the 4th. Perfect, right? That should always work out that way. Now I have to multiply these other 2 terms by this term. 2x times 5x squared is 10x cubed. Negative 3 times 5x squared is negative 15x squared. Now remember how I subtracted here, the 13? I want to change the signs. If I subtract this whole polynomial, I'm basically changing the signs on each term. So I'd make that a negative, this a negative, and that a positive. And then I just add down. The first term's always going to cancel out because we figured it out that way. I'm going to bring down negative 10x cubed. 15 minus 10 is 5x squared. And I'm going to bring down plus 3x. And we do the whole process over. X squared goes into negative 10x cubed how many times? Well, negative 10x, right? Because this times this is negative 10x cubed. We have to multiply the other 2 terms. 2x times negative 10x is negative 20x squared. Negative 3 times negative 10x is positive 30x. Change signs, plus, plus, negative. That cancels out. This is going to be 25x squared minus 27x. Now I have one more term to bring down, and that's negative 1. Do the whole process again. This goes into this how many times? 25 times plus 25. And this times this is 25x squared. 2x times 25 is 50x. And negative 3 times 25 is negative 75. Remember to change the signs. Minus, minus, plus. That cancels out. This is going to be negative 77x plus 74. This is the remainder. If I had had a remainder under here, it would have gone over the divisor. So what I need to do is put this over this as the remainder. So it's going to be plus negative 77x plus 74 over x squared plus 2x minus 3. And that is my answer. Or in some cases you might just say it's 5x squared minus 10x plus 25 with the remainder of negative 77x plus 74. That is long division. I hope that helps you remember how tedious it is, and in certain cases maybe we can make it a little bit easier.